funny papa background almost. There's a martial quality to that song, which some of yours others lack, and that's why.
Very square, yes.
That's why I thought it would never be a success in the United States, which in fact it wasn't, because it did have that continental march sound.
It was only #2 here too. Well, you know. Yes.
At that time, did that bother you, not having a #1?
Well, we thought it was strange. No.
Well, knowing me,
It's
knowing
bound
you,
to happen.
also from the album was a #1, so the pain couldn't have been too great. 2 from the same album. With that period, with the Voulez-Vous album and the singles from it, it seemed you had Does Your Mother Know, and Chiquitita's kind of a son of Fernando in a way, or perhaps I should say daughter, being a woman. As a matter of fact, I was present at the United Nations when you did that, the song for Unicef. Did you write that specifically for Unicef?
No.
No.
But they wanted one song from us to give away the publishing rights to the Unicef fund. And, well, we gave them the best one,
yeah,
I think.
At that point. You essayed disco with Gimme, 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 A Man After Midnight. Were you comfortable in that field, or did you just think, oh, we have to do one because everybody's doing it?
No, well, it's a good song, I feel.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm wondering the inspiration for writing it in the first place.
Well, it was the, I don't know, can't remember. It was the disco period, I suppose. But I can't remember how that came about. But I think it's the same thing there. I mean, if we try to make a disco number, it would always have been sort of almost disco, almost rock and roll. But if we try to make a record, a song, it was different. No aims at all.
Let's look at the album and what may be your first attempt at a mini musical, The Girl with the Golden Hair, and side 2 of that one. Had you any hopes to perform that or build on it other than your actual concert tours, in which I did see it played?
No, we made it only for the concert tour, just to do something a little within the performance. That was not just only presenting old material.
At that time, did you have any aspiration to ultimately do a musical?
Well, yeah. Hopes, of course. Yeah. We thought we could.
So lucky, I am the girl with golden hair.
In Take a Chance on Me, you have that lovely vocal beginning. I suppose we could say harmonies, a cappella, come into that. Beautiful. Superior. I'm wondering if you enjoyed finding different ways of using acoustic sound in the studio, as evidenced by that.
Acoustic sound?
Well, in other words, of just finding out how you could make voices and instruments sound different on record using the studio in different ways. Did you enjoy that, I suppose, engineering or technical aspect of studio work?
Yes, very. It's like an instrument. And when the synths came, I mean, there was all these possibilities that we didn't have before. Before we only could overdub with speed difference and things like that.
On that Take a Chance on Me, of course, you're saying, take a chance. Did you ever blow it?
Oh, I think we did several times.
Well, that was another #1, a very great success. I felt that suddenly your writing matured. I may be wrong.
No, you're right.
Take a chance on me.
With your final ABBA albums, somehow, whether it was a reflection of the romantic splits in the group, I don't know, but say The Winner Takes It All. What an adult song. A million miles away from Ring Ring.
Yes. I mean, we should be happy it's not the opposite way around.
But this reminded me of Bob Dylan's Blood on the Tracks. I don't know if you're familiar with that album, in which after a romantic crisis, he just went into the studio and achieved a catharsis by writing about it. One of his best albums in the end. Was The Winner Takes It All an autobiographical song? It sounded like it must have been.
Well, suppose in a way it was experiences in the group. I mean, it's always like that, isn't it? You don't write from nothing.
I think for honest writers it must be. But it seemed a brave thing to do, and especially watching that video, an incredibly brave thing for Agnetha to sing. Do you recall, it appeared as if she was saying, yes, I've lost out in love, and where's What about Super Trouper from the same album? In that one, all I do is eat and sleep and sing, wishing every show were the last one. This must sound like your hatred of life on the road.
Well, Frida likes being on the road
Yeah,
more
she's
than
the one
anyone
who
else.
likes it.
She's the one who sings that.
Things happen like that sometimes.
But I think Super Trouper is a great title for an album, and because nobody knew or know what it is.
It refers to the light, right?
It's
Yeah.
those big beams, those great, huge lights in the back of all the halls.
That they did use. I don't think they use them anymore. I think they're old-fashioned by now.
Yeah, they're ordinary troopers now.
They do, of course, also apply, the words do, to someone who really goes out and gives it their all, a super trooper.
Yeah,
So
right.
You have a
Yeah,
nice
well,
pun there.
Yes.
And I just have to ask, seeing as this is a British audience, you have her calling in that song from Glasgow,
Yes.
sounding as if
nice
it were...
place, Glasgow.
It's not the last refuge of the lonely.
No, perhaps not.
Okay.
I mean, the rhyme was there, and what could I do?
Feeling like a number one.
How was the way that you wrote songs together evolving? Has it always been the same way, or
Yeah.
has it changed?
No, it's been the same all the time.
Yeah.
Can you
Apart
describe
from
it?
that, BJORN always write. I never write any lyrics.